serious lack of knowledge 15, 20 years ago when we started blasting butane on the back porch of my college house.
Blasting butane.
In Boulder. You know, for real, that's what it was. We were open blasting. We were taking cans of butane and shoving it through a tube that had weed in it, and it was like freezing at the same time as stripping via this solvent out all the oil, which we now do mechanically. But I did it a lot back then, and I was giving it to my friends, but I really didn't know what I was giving my friends. It scared me. It concerned me. I did a lot of research. I started traveling to Amsterdam to study what the fuck I was doing, because there was a lot of unknowns back then. And I started, finally I went to the Bluebird Cafe, and they were showing me some COAs, some test results, basically, of a butane extracted product that they had on their shelf, and it had all kinds of heavy metals and byproducts from the process. And that scared me even more. So I went back to the drawing board, and I was like, we got to do something. We got to make a product that looks like this honey oil, but isn't made with butane. And it took a long time to get here because in the beginning we were just controlling temperature and doing a lot of things that we hadn't done before, making bubble hash in a hot barn in Humboldt County. We were controlling a lot more variables. We were working in a cold room. We were using clean water and clean ice, and the product, the material that we started using wasn't just the trim that was left over that was sitting in a hot barn as well in a black trash bag. We started using fresher trim, and we started freezing the trim eventually. And then, you know, really 2015 and rosin came along. Rosin was around before, but this gentleman named Phil, Soil Grown, really helped commercialize rosin and scale it up. He's the first person to press flowers and extrude the oil. And then we were all like, oh shit, maybe this is scalable. Maybe we can do this on a bigger level. And, you know, I always give credit to him. We've done a lot of panels together, and he gives credit to me watching my employees in my lab pressing hash with a flat iron. But either way, I think he really incited it. He pushed the boundaries of what I thought were possible, and pressing flower and creating an extract right there, you know, and he taught people you could make it at home. And that really set people off, and now Solvelness is like a household name. People know what that term is, and I coined that term in 2010 or 11 or something like that, not knowing that it was gonna gain this popularity and become a whole community and a way of life and a way of processing that the whole world's really grasped a hold of, because it wasn't until rosin and then all the people playing with those post-processing consistencies that we came up with something like this. So there's a lot of other people other than myself that have been pushing the boundaries of what I thought were possible.
So you are expanding to Missouri as well?
Yeah, in fact, we just opened up the doors of our 10,000 square foot facility.
Okay.
We got commencement. We're slowly trickling some of the solventless gear and equipment, and we're just doing some pre-rolls and some things just in the meantime to bring some money in, and then we'll be releasing solventless products very soon on the Missouri market. I also just released CBD products recently via Essential Extract CBD, and I have a CBD lab that's based in Missouri as well. So I've been working out in Missouri for a bit.
Nice. So at what point do you get into music? Because now you're DJ Nicotine, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think music kind of came before the licensed cannabis world. I've always been in the cannabis world. I've always loved music. I started DJing early on in college. Thanks to my brethren DJ Synergy and my boy Jesse. They both really taught me about the equipment and how to DJ. Jesse was a hip-hop scratch DJ. DJ Synergy was a very eclectic DJ. He was playing everything from like Nirvana remixes to trap music to UK grime music. And I don't know. Either way, very eclectic. And I learned from them initially, but I was really into reggae music. And I was traveling to Jamaica. I wanted to get dub plates made. I saw this culture in the sound system culture. The sound system culture was bred out of Jamaica, and initially it was because crews would come together with their sound systems, with their speakers, and battle each other. And that's like where the sound system culture kind of initiated. And so I was along that path, and still am. I run a sound system called Joseph Star Sound. It's turned more into a production label rather than a battling sound system. I use it to throw events and do production, and book artists, etc. But music and DJing, has really been around since day one.